for a FIFA Club World Cup because Chelsea match, mahwebi. And se wo football enye hwe keke be wo se usua de wom. So mostly se minya adaje tina TV ho na me hwe games ni bia ya na mpesua misua nyoma bebre edi film. Chelsea share Esperance 3-0 oma ya ade. Say oma qualify to the next stage of the FIFA Club World Cup. Round of 16 Chelsea ba kushia Benfica. By Ken ade ba ko a me notice Chelsea ni Esperance, most especially Chelsea. Unse football na ye bono. You will in possession and you will out possession. In possession, you say ukra ball, dear na mo de ball ne. Ana out of possession, you say moon crab ball, dear na mo ye. So I dear me notice ye our Chelsea game against Esperance ni say. It seems say as a FIFA Club World Cup no Enzo Maresca e de year experiment. So Chelsea game bi awabo bia no hu se osesa ne nsa no ope se oye bibi no ye sa experiment no. And experiment ba ko a oye ye against Esperance a e fadema Chelsea no e yomu in possession. Enzo Maresca ma Chelsea yusu a 3-3-4 a base shape. Sa 3-3-4 base shape na omu yusu ye no. Eno ni ye Chelsea omu ye in possession. So omu krabo ne pe 3-3-4. Na ken se wo hwe ade we da TV so a sa 3-3-4 no se won say player ba ko ye de ade yellow aseke na eye Enzo Fernandez. Sa ne 3-3-4 eye base shape na o yusu ye no. Oma Enzo Fernandez ebedane a +1 pocket receiver. Football no na ebe +1 pocket receiver. Enti anytime be a Chelsea be initiate attack no. E yo mumum and ebe drop it. Aba be try say obey the extra manner. Obe receive the ball no. So the Oma ne ye against Esperance so ma Enzo Fernandez a +1 pocket receiver. So netuma ne ye say obe drag Esperance for midfield abako along to create a lane, to create space at Chelsea betima progress ball no. And obey the central hub of Chelsea. And to say now what check omu game omu Esperance boy ye anope ya unhu say creativity ni nyina no na ya branch friend say Enzo Fernandez o pretty as a +1 pocket receiver na ye experiment a coach ne ye FIA. Then again obi to say Delap omo no so e drop deep as the number 9 or drop deep no obe bounce play na was spin it. So o check Delap go ni mpokra na in station no e wo the number 9 position but drop deeper or bounce no was spin into hwe kwa fa so 10 ya o kwhye ye. So o hwe game no mo boy na 3-3-4 a base shape no as a experiment to me against Esperance a work the match Chelsea. It seems that every game be an Enzo Maresca experiment and one of experiment against experimenter against Esperance so use the 3-3-4 a base shape na Enzo Fernandez as the +1 pocket receiver. Delap air bouncing no was spinning no they are turning to score goals no. E fa the man intima membo na baso. Charles a transfers ne kakra kin and me transfers ne mu e kakra. Me sha see free Arsenal. Arsenal ye transfer meetings kakra. Un say pressure na sha see ba. Na meeting na see enra. Ana Arteta e dia to Arsenal. Impanyifo enim say ohia a boss crasher. Football ye kaso be a boss crasher e ye midfielder untouchable ni bebre on control game no bon na be rani bebre unhu be bi obefra ba na ofreche no abewura penalty box ni na wa hyew omne ye from boss crasher Arteta si ohia boss crasher ani ebusa ne say na player be na ye available unim player Arteta bo ni di o si ope Barcelona Fermin Lopez
ope Fermin
yes latest anamede ma o si Fermin Lopez or your boss crasher unso ko Barcelona mo control game ni e Pedri ni Frankie de Jong Fermin Lopez untouchable no but be run sa unhu be bi obefra ba na penalty box nim ogina ho no wa hyew or your boss crasher midfielder yes Arteta say ope Fermin Lopez as the boss crasher omonfa off anko ye omo ne Barcelona ndi nkomo omo ne boy ndi nkomo na mum ni din akopie so e wo Arsenal say boss crasher na Arteta si ope no o say Fermin Lopez ye player na ni gine ho we ye de eba Arsenal ho abiem omo ne Hato agents no awie e wo London Hato e left back e de ma Ayas Arsenal ana ni agency na wie e wo London omo agree 5 years 5 years no personal terms will be agreed diaka e Arsenal ana Ayas minimum of 50 million euros betmesu say Arsenal prepare omo official bid e de akoma Ayas by personal terms no ma wie e wo London for Hato and Arsenal enti ye hwede e di oni ba akosi na asresem ni Victor Gyökeres on say oyanda HCM Sports Management. HCM no at the time ana Barcelona. Epe Frankie de Jong no omo na convince Frankie de Jong ma ne ba Barcelona. Omo na sa manage Abrante friend say Victor Gyökeres. Now him say HCM for Afredeko. Ebusa ne say na mumpe Victor Gyökeres ana e wo Barcelona. Yes. Say agents na hu say ase Arsenal and Manchester move slow down into a chance here of finding the man and now for 4. Ama HCM for Afredeko. Aka che ne say Victor Gyökeres ho. On say January transfer no Barcelona kon ho. Enti HCM for ne Fredeko no mo say January na mo pe Victor Gyökeres. Say e kwan da ho mo befa Deco aka che HCM for ne say Victor Gyökeres na no kre Barca for ne penasem. Na mom say e operation Nico Williams. Omu focus e Nico Williams. Enya strike omu dis kakesi e be fa no. Omu was kakesi e bi a omu ko activity e Nico Williams clause no. So far Victor Gyökeres ni agent no a ofan dia ma Barcelona Barca a rejected deal no. The situation of Raheem Sterling is sad. The last time be catch us say Ali coach ekopie mo Orlando no ko share Spurs for omu negotiate about Bissouma no. Ana 1692 agency omu na represent Raheem Sterling ekwa Ali coach o say person more for Raheem Sterling. And also ni nyina be nyina jo say so. Say 1692 for no asa frɛ Stars for no. Oma ka kire say omu hold you on. As say teams ni nyina no Raheem Sterling. It seems say
onya team. Oba na just oba return to Chelsea.
And he say the akeka kwe. So Stars for no say omu hold you on no mo nsho mo targets ni wi. So mo hwe na bibia amfa de ometimi a negotiate. Na obeka ya ye be breaki Darwin Nunez ene Napoli deal no. E wa ha say. Ama ye ka say Antonio Conte Fred Darwin Nunez no or the project e de kire no. Darwin Nunez e say nani je ho. No be join Napoli boboko no. Na problem ba ko na e wo ho e ye ne salary. Because Darwin Nunez eje 7.3 million pounds a year with Liverpool. O de ba euros a 8.5 million euros. Sa 8.5 no say or the same thing no be jo Napoli ba be the highest paid player because Napoli highest paid player e ye Lukaku 7.6 million euros. Eniji sem aba e de ama Napoli for Darwin Nunez ese alternate salary no so 3.5 million euros. Aba be 5 million euros e wo Napoli. Darwin Nunez ese obeti ne salary no so 3.5 million euros. No aba be 5 million euros wo Napoli. Not just on score McTominay, David Neres, Anna Politano mo na aba be the same amount. Say diaka e Napoli and Liverpool. Wati ase se obeti ne salary no so. Se Napoli ni Liverpool for timi wi a Darwin Nunez ba kopiem e wo Italy. AC Milan for say omo pe striker. Na striker na omo pe no omo pe Giroud type of striker. Players mienu din na aba Retegi and Mitrovic. Retegi and Mitrovic.
Uncle Fan of Saudi Arabia.
Yes, omo say omo pe obi obetuma strike to say Giroud. On said the last time omo league na Giroud and na strike the mom. Enti sa two players we no omo pe. Ken officially ye betima confirm what ha say after see a better story and it says Spurs for Epe Kudus and the betima confirm the amount say official talks as see
Kudus in the Spurs.
Yes, they say Spurs and West Ham.
Spurs and West Ham, yeah.
Official talks we in your room obiem akoso. Na me source no e the amount me say Spurs for air offer 50 million pounds. Omo nim say 50 million pounds na West Ham fund na the one person omo ye na say omo the sale on clause 30% be shame the ama West Ham.
Okay.
And after 50 million pounds no omo the shame say Spurs say ton Kudus dachi a West Ham benya 30%. And who the nyina akeka bom kra na sa eska na West Ham open omo betimenya. By West Ham for no omo 50 million pounds do omo nje by say ana Spurs afọ omo wadwen 50 million pounds plus 30% sale on. Now, Nico Williams latest and Barcelona for no mesade ba. Enu akwaku ka asem bi. Na me di kwaku bu obema no. O kai say no na kwaku ka say Bilbao for no e person mo frustrate Barcelona ne Nico Williams. Ashase. Now do mo ye na esre. Menya Barcelona ni ba do mo ye na esre. Mr. John Uriati on a president Edema Bilbao, Edema Athletic Club Bilbao. Omu general director. Omu decided say omu the official letter be called Royal Spanish Federation Football Federation and a professional football league. omo ko catch omo say omo Bilbao for no tio Bilbao for no omo na pe say omo supervise Barcelona omo economic operation economic operation say Barca revenue ombe generate omo expenditure
omo ko fa sika na fi
omo person omo na omo supervise omo Bilbao for no Barca how omo be ye omo ti kasem no omo person omo dey supervise no omo ogidie say Barca still na no omo ndu level na omo fa Nico Williams a omo betima register no enti anka Royal Spanish Federation any professional football league no Emma Bilbao for no embe supervise Barcelona omo economic operation
esa de omo de baby omo person be hwehwem
omo person be hwehwem
but release clause dey so de beto okọ
when na omo nti ase no ade na omo ye
maybe release clause so de to okọ but still omo ni omo nyane bo e the same competition enti omo betimi ebisa so omo finances
omo so person omo supervise you
okay
omo anka so person omo hwehwem o omo se Bilbao for no omo person omo supervise ne aka so bi supervise bi e dey person netina de Barcelona eye bia no na person omo hwe minti bi da Bilbao for ni mistake omo ye ne say ken Barcelona omo revenue ye bo season we financial year no omo revenue se kan to de mamia 950 million euros o Eska Barcelona generate ye no from omo bibia 950 million euros omo nyantete omo ntete bibia by way of revenue and omo decide say the new financial year be run from 1st July 2025 to 30th June 2026 no omo be spend 1 billion euros now okay. Barcelona the Bilbao for mistake omo ye nyina na say Barca etimi free 25 million euros ewo financial fair play space a Barca bitima register Nico Williams
nte be player na
they say the Barcelona here na say omba ko to release clause na omo free 25 million euros per ewo financial fair play space no Nico Williams on bitima register no ma me bobo de aka no so na menu amo eso entimi embra kakra pata de no say de e over obeye free
when you free asna
yes when you free asna nti we de mebobo so na omawrem embuamo so de na de tu dwa no problem ni say Brentford for no pay 2 million pounds e de aka add-ons no Brentford pay 65 million pounds Manchester New ma reach agreement say ombetu 63 million pounds 63 no emu 55 face amount emu 8 million add-ons enti anka omo pay 2 million de aka add-ons na do 63 65 no na me di wie no another exclusive Victor Gyökeres be Liverpool are rejecting no ewie
Liverpool
yes
na Liverpool no omo pay player for bi aka ho
o ma catch HCM for ne say on say ma catch us omo ofan de ma teams no HCM for ne say omo pay striker omo number 1 target Isaac enye Victor Gyökeres
Liverpool must Isaac
in case on be sign striker into omo ofan ne ma omo na wie no over omo say omo pay Gyökeres
me da say Kwame Jela no Edison bre
keme da say na mentoa so na menchia awoshi owodunkwa o na ofen nti baby a senior wo bia ma menchia ne yepa na mentoa kwa men komo no so de tia ne say Laliga as an association they cannot stop Barcelona from buying. What they can do is to stop Barcelona from registering two different activities. Barcelona they can only advise them say turn out or no. Yeah, register, but not you cannot stop them. Maybe I told you the video yasi. And your registration and what the woman Rebecca say, I cannot allow this player into this portal. Bilbao for Nebeko Madrid clubs in the next week. La Liga fixtures in the Babonting. Ombe meeting. Almost they are going to complain and tell Javier Tebas say Barcelona for now they are not being fair to the rest of the clubs because clearly sika something here and so they find ways to buy. Here means something here, Mr. Governments are buying, Spanish are buying. And you be one say last year, Javier Tebas and La Liga for said Danny Omo cannot be registered. Yet, institution under the government insisted Danny Omo gets registered. Me what? What he saying? La Liga for said you cannot. Abani say register them. They will play. Ken, they want to say, Abai no want, and again, I understand them. The government want to protect the big clubs. And see, in the clubs and the complaints is look, let me tell you something. January, Valencia, Atletico Madrid, Las Palmas, Espanyol, 4 clubs. Actually, joint letter and the debate team and the command. Conform no can fee promone La Liga ne associations ni na say. I didn't no Barcelona cannot register Dani Olmo. Clubs no joint statement. Oman form Sanchez yet they say they support na beba ufo ka hobi. Yet enkwesi because Abine insist say mama boy no mabo no. It has always been there. A bedroom pempen so became if Barcelona get this boy registered, if they sign him, say registration, they will see Barcelona register. Say you fail, it has always been there. It was Spain. 2016, European Commission at the statement by Bontin say, Abino found ways or the fetch Real Madrid and Barcelona and 5 other clubs just to support them and compete in Europe. Refi, any European Commission at the buy, actually, and we investigation, I'm say clubs need to kind of back because the government, now almost supported clubs, in ways that say, you're right. And see, the government will always protect its best clubs. Have your tabas. Then someone danger name of bedroom peppers will be on Timmy. Now, Daniel up to now, Ubi Sano say, I had Daniel, I don't want them to register. But okay, also you cannot register Daniel. Yet this guy played. Barcelona knows what they are doing. Omunim Domoye. What do you want to play? You know, they will find ways to register him. Me say, last year, let me say, throughout Barcelona registration is in last year, na air dimpa. Because I feel crowded. A bedroom paper so be on the ball company. On board company revenue, baby. Nike contracts, enche, on my official unveiling. Into Sikane come on this year. Sikasana much better this year. Now last year, crowded more than crowded registered him. Oh, they are Jabby, oh no, Bilbao for no, and Tassantasia, bending. Ken, they tend to say, Chelsea experience they say be in match but I am beginning to feel say Enzo Fernandez wants to start mojoing himself with Chelsea midfield. I say, opeso ye bibi ye say die Chelsea midfield no or Giapo. Any experience a game no. It has always been. I'm saying recently that has been his performance. Now. One say Enzo is someone Chelsea fans, a lot of them our respect Eddie man. Obudi Pau o shekura no a omuntimi nka ne bebre. Nana akase sa respect na Chelsea fans de ama no obetene no aye by performance de ama wo. Me makase 2.5 years now wa baby with Chelsea no. Ken, he has not been in the top 3 Chelsea base players. Omo obo nchen kuku. On Bobo and Chen Moises Kaisedu, on Bobo even Chen Kopama. But who take Isika and respect Hediama Enzo? And was saying Chelsea BB, I can say he's either the best player or second best player at Chelsea. Yet he's not there. Last year, yeah, baby, and the most I say, he said performance in a pejaba. Club World Cup on the year. Yeah, but young kindy baby, but season, Nimono, I'm expecting a better performance from Enzo Fernandez. As I saw Fidie was settled with England. As I saw started more job Chelsea midfield, Senior Kopama, J Chelsea, bought throughout the season. Last week, the first season, as I said, Enzo bought Chelsea. So far, so good. I'm beginning to love what he's doing, but aka consistency. Yantuas way. Now, Ken, Kamaldeen Sulemana, Mamenkai yenyina ya sembi. Okay, say Rene as a football club. Edun Pempensu obi no mo Jeremy Doku. In one season, Jeremy Doku. Kamaldeen Sulemana. Seu grasi krado mu loaning in tam. nyina no mo team back o. Matisse Tel. They call Bayern Munich na Abanam Tottenham Hotspur no. Desire Doi. Oh, René team no. Oh, omo anymore no. Those starting and those from the bench. Solid team. Na obi ka say boys ni bi beji din epejanta match and Kamaldeen and Kamia misi and Kamingindi. Because Southampton no mun sisi kakese nko top player. No board din da aje Kamaldeen. He was the player. Southampton 40 kana ne board din 25 million euros. No mun yes ha. Recently. Ken, what pains me ne say? Okay, no, me who Kamaldeen ye. And gets me every time I watch Kamaldeen, I feel very sad because born it here, but decision making up front has always been his problem. Because and yes, sir, Ken, when him says Southampton na yenu no koi 3 seasons in a washer 4 goals. Bono say a dani ball beba, utimu sa kwano onim ball ni ball. But I can't decision making and then any problem. Now, this is where we are heading towards to. Atalanta Ebermanus 8 years 17. Martin said on the 17 Eberman Southampton you're willing to take 17. But I'm sure some of the sell on Bishim. A fresh page for Kamaldeen. I am someone who still believes in this boy's talent. Let me be true to you. Wait, say on your coach bia, or bet how to take decision right. Kamaldeen enye bi na Jeremy Doku mu ye bi. Say Jeremy Doku jibona or the ball ni konechi. Ahwawe. Say ball no sha e ban na so na me say I would want Kamaldeen to be taught by a coach or bet when to pass, when to dribble, when to run, when to hold on to the ball. Say coach be modi ni kakra na we o ka say Pep Nsano say we develop a much better chain the Jeremy Doku chechiri. Na to the bi abrabo de sa na say he Xabi Alonso. Me see interviews recently or Madrid that waka nsam they beyond be saying about Chouameni or you so word you see key pillar or your Madrid key pillar. Now nah I don't know. Coaching we used to do twice key pillar. Or I don't know. Here, again, here, Chouameni home. I think say the modern number 6 no on yesa. Now Madrid 4 has always had this problem that midfielders near mechanical midfielders. Chouameni, Fede Valverde, Jude Bellingham. More flair kakra than Ceballos. Look at Modric, you know. Say last season crowd no one said them mobi. Into the core of their midfield. Mechanical. Xabi Alonso epic control. So if Xabi Alonso wants players that suits his system, I agree 100% anyway anymore. Now, Enzo says say options in the one. I was Xabi Alonso finding ways to get his midfield in shape with these boys. And I know Ceballos better no. Now, reason why Chouameni he says or you keen is say one. I told the idea he plays in number 5 or 4, but 6 na original no. Roller or Debema Chouameni or say a keen say it is the same roller. Those days Mascherano ewo Liverpool. One say Liverpool's 3-man midfield those days Liverpool prime pano. Mascherano typical 6, Xabi Alonso 8, Steven Gerrard 10. Mascherano ni ball bebre, but I will tackle. Me ball no. Xabi Alonso, you will do the contribution and control, distribute everything. Xabi Alonso. Okay, I to say Sami Khedira. Xabi Alonso. Khedira. Only body boy but he knows how to tackle. Jebo. Na me diama Xabi Alonso. I had to say Xabi Alonso be a coach. How he was using Andrich Andre Chiniboni Bobby, but he tackles, he get the ball, he gives it to Jaka, Granite Jaka, not Granite Jaka, I control. I am beginning to feel, say, baby, we are heading towards to know. Say, number 6 in team control, it is said the road dream we yenibi. It said the Frankie the Young yenibia. Ebia Jabi Alonso, the reason why he's staying, say, this guy is my key, say, he's going to be doing what Mascherano did for Liverpool, what Khedira did for Real Madrid. Sa 6 now. Flying in the but they will do the job, leave it to the number 8 so that number 8 will start controlling the game. Okay. We are keenly watching. But for now, coach, I would believe I will Chouameni more.
Edua, Yebeke, Chouameni assembly and say, yeah, you know, you know, commodities. Time swan, Yebebam. Why? Chouameni, time swan, Yebebam.
Oh, Munyaboche.
Biggie.
Ken.
Say the Becca no to mana. Say, you know, dear. That's the Dana.
Yeah, can't he be an improvement of them?
Okay.
Can player Fernandez Enzo Fernandez can say a tour around 121 million euros. Are there Chelsea supporter be a best expecting to say over carry team no one will show this?
120 and I say 100.
106 million pounds, around 121 million euros.
Okay.
Yes. Until the Chelsea supporter be a best expecting to say over carry team no one betty. When things are difficult, you give them that kind of performance, a bit more makai or time be because to whom much is given, much is expected. And so therefore, and for only players are a befa de abano. So Bo was running quadie, you expect a lot from you. We are only few on you've been given the captain's armband. Clearly. Ujina Park and that's why you best expect a captain's performance from you as a player at the match Chelsea Bobo. And me feel say the kind of Niamana Chelsea supporters in the expect performance are no much so moving and on a player not stepping up at this time around or the match Chelsea Bobo. Can you be so say why Chelsea creator Obeka say why e won fifu Obeka se Kopama. But in 2025, Ope player were creating the most chances at the match Chelsea a player Enzo Fernandez. We created 54 chances and the match Chelsea Bobo in all competitions. There is no Chelsea player our creative even 50. Onu nearly the pack when it comes to chances creation. About goal scoring any assister in 2025 combined, the goal contribution in all competitions, 14. Wa system akomaku 8 and washer 6. This is the kind of performance or they match Chelsea Bobo kono. And then no been na Abranti and Sanso twice my ye it will game at Chelsea boy against Esperance. And the Chelsea supporters now they are more expected. Every player and the honor gradually he's giving them that thing. My member Liam Delap abaso. It wasn't an extraordinary performance, Debbie. But at least the goal he scored for Chelsea was a good. Make a goal not same because around the 13th to the 14th minute of the game, he had same pass, that same angle, Gina, which is the left side of the 18-yard area of the opponent. Or Peke ball, a creative space and a chance at the man who created an angle. Now you go scoring angle. A wavy through 3 players. And that opening. Or boy, or may say that opportunity. Baba we game in the first half. He had same. And I know Timmy body tomb. It is a war rehearsing. Branty and I am what you man or the Abbey Chelsea Bobo. I am hoping said the case of the number 9 gets, Branty liberty me breaking and near my conkin at the man or Chelsea. Can Thomas Day Party and Arsenal. Kwame Amaya who so officially play and if we Arsenal Bobo Kunumna. I am ya. Not just because I am a Ghanaian. And I'm not
others in the discussion and not say as a Ghana for your emotions in Abam because in the age of 32, no. Say Tommy Pesol Tanawadia, I don't know accept Yasna. Bed no Modiamano. Yeah. Players who pay and yes, sir. Sure. Most of the Nisikano Benyan in Abes or Boboni Biansa. Sure.
Ken as a Ghanaian, me wish listen can be who you players no. Say they be in the limelight, all these big clubs. That is very true. And only one. But we are only free on more. One of the biggest reasons in here, as the Olympus or Bemano, make us a Sikana or Sheno. Amanatana, because of the age. They feel that Thomas Day party engine. And this is a party engine, they are relatively also mupe play or younger. No, no, Babesha's our position in the mass and our Bobo Kono. But as the Lankas as our seminar Monica and as a Comono Mudiano, they are defeating that purpose of conversation because player after so Moko Fana Balance or 31 years. Yes. No God will see a kind of my Brentford Bobo Kono.
No God was saying 31.
Oh, 31. And when you're 31 in March,
and a party was 33.
And a party was 32.
32.
Yes. It's just 1 year difference. Mejitum say buying every player is a gamble.
But
But
keeping
keeping
piano and say
Ken problem ni nyina kwa
because
kwa
Party boy.
and Nogard is not a better player than Thomas Partey.
No gardening.
Though since 2021 about Premier League, he's been very good, no doubt about it. Premier League since 2021, Ken, Upe player why the most interceptions are 201. Nogard as a defensive midfielder. And the performance the air was through. Why recoveries in 844 Premier League since 2021 permanent. On a second when it comes to recoveries, Premier League. So the performance is there. When it comes to tackles, on that third. We're winning 189 tackles since 2021 in the Premier League. It depends these numbers on your bad player. But you are going for a player on more Arsenal that. Obeka say a Premier League no obo. But this is where the problem is. We've seen players around the same league almost switch a camp. Akwa a new team and the man farm omo. Menkasa bana obano emfa debi. But you Fernando Torres mo. Liverpool performance are not dying Eddie. At that time, no being willing to suda. Say Fernando Torres be make a £50 million move. It was a British record fee. Eddie Aqua copy Chelsea na Obeko Chelsea na Emfa. It's the Emfa who say the same league, you know. Who top player be a gamble, bet to be about say player and banner Emfa. It's what Thomas stay party. O problem any age, any sika. Fine, sika na the to me account once them. But age na your problem and the Oko Fana be replace party no. 31. There is not much of a difference between only Thomas Partey. But team now Obama. Partey boy establishing him. It was our team nimu. He knows the ins and outs. Our Arsenal bobo kunim. On your adaptation bia. That is number one. Number two, Thomas Partey gives you options than Christian Nogard. This season, your Partey was Arsenal obo as a right back. Your Partey was now obo other positions. Our Arsenal bobo kunim. Me who Nogard obo as a right back da. It is all in the bar. That's a problem bar. Our right back position one more. You are not going to get a Thomas Partey like player slot in. No boss our position in the amount. Ken Sikan a problem. But one of the reasons age. It is a age there. You are defeating your own purpose of letting Thomas Partey go. Not that Sikan they from or just £40,000 a week. Our Brentford. It will be asked now pay Germany by 150 grand any budget.
Base 70.
Base and I make us say Partey 200,000.
Over 200, yeah.
Over 200,000. It is a party corner say oh for no naba. Na say 150 mpo and now the manner who say Visica a no credit. But a very big gamble. Than so be keep you key player. How you involved our Arsenal performance in the previous seasons and the kind of performance our day mount.
Omo fair to party. And I'm be
football the most ungrateful sport in the world.
Because the last 2 seasons,
yeah.
And then there's a comma party.
Yeah.
But as a Obasa, the best season.
He's been very good this season.
Yes,
one of the best, if not the best.
I don't know when your season we're not still
and who he has now top 3 performance, any consistency. Who be Thomas Partey account?
When
Debbie, he was consistent. He gave a good performance throughout the season. It's in the minimum of the quantity, but I feel say I'm gonna take your decision. Maybe I probably on person save cost. But whoever gets Thomas Partey has gotten a quality player. I'll be watching be a okum.
Mother than coffee.
And Kenya bad.
Kwame. Say kai bebo wana.
Oh Debbie.
Twame no mudi. So they twame no party bit my yabo ana.
Yeah, party bit my babo rama the team no. Simple.
Me patch say twame ni wo hodi oyi. So party bit my.
Oh party bit my yabro kra.
Jada no mon kofa party.
Won say team bia woni project. Rama ke head the long
term. But big brain na.
Ketwa bi on AC Milan.
Kwame Sergio Ramos. I'm defend ko.
Or the age that you party film. Ken AC Milan out of Moshe striker. Na penkomo na ya tetene they are talking about players mienu. Mitrovic and a striker a friend said Retegi. Mitrovic performance, seriously speaking, he's been outstanding. From any days, full and bobo kunim. Our boy, and if you want to go PM in the Saudi Arabia. Since joining the Saudi Arabian League, he hasn't been bad. The last 2 seasons, our born on the first season, our Saudi Arabian League. He played around 28 games. About 28 games in the year, and again, no, I share 28 goals. And the Diamond team Al Hilal, I will see a kind woman. Season year, he played 23 games for Al Hilal and or share 19 goals. And so the man Hilal Bobo Kono. It is a kwa for such a striker. And then about team one. And you're very good. So Baba be a team like AC Milan. One day need a striker, and he's a proven one. But then again, you look at it from an angle, say he has never played in the Italian Serie A. almost Serie A ni bida. Baby awabo a Premier League, Saudi, and then Belgium. But who player to say Retegi or Honum? And they just ended season in the Italian Serie A, can on an top scorer. Or share 25 goals. And the man a team my friend is Atalanta. And Oma 8 assists. And you were proving in that particular league. Yes, Syria and there. Wababoniye. Aside that, he's a player. Almost all the departments and I said body parts are a go. No player need to go. 25 goals no share. Or the 9 left to share 10. Or the right share 10. And or the share 5. And to achieve goals in my home. To such a player, our bow Syria animal. I had the top scorer there. I will say AC Milan focus on. And between the two, relatively near the age of home commerce here. Mitrovic, 30 years. Retegi, 26 years. I believe he's going to be a better buy for AC Milan Bobo Kone than Mitrovic.
Me that say, I know a big game, Messi Abasi, a big game, but I say Eugene, a tough for Adumpum. Eugene,